teoría deberíamos estar ya en directo. Una cosa antes. Ahora ya hay luz. Ya me podéis ver. A ver. Voy a comprobar que esté todo bien. Sí, estamos en directo. Todo bien. Vale. Muy buenas a todos, aquí en Noticiero, un directo más. Vamos a empezar hoy con el Indie Wars. Quedan todavía 4 minutos. Así que vamos a ver hoy qué es lo que nos trae Nintendo. A ver si nos da una alegría o directamente pues salimos igual. Vale, voy a ajustar aquí unas cosas. A ver. Ok, aquí esto. Ya todavía 3 minutitos para que termine. Hago la puta. Vale. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Foto? ¿Qué foto? ¿Qué pasa con la foto? ¿Qué es esto? El Indie World. La pregunta es: ¿tendremos Silksong de una vez o va a ser esto una decepción? Pero quedan 3 minutos. Yo ya os tengo por aquí. Yo os iré leyendo si ponéis alguna cosa. Por el poder de la vasija pura. Vale. Os quedan... Nah, 2 minutos. Aquí pone 3. ¿Por qué pone aquí 3? ¿Me explica? Han dejado solo activados los likes. Y el chat está, bueno, Nintendo España es como es. No suele dejar comentarios. Pero bueno. A ver si hoy tenemos alegría o directamente salimos igual. Yo personalmente pues me da bastante igual. Si sale Silksong, perfecto. Y si no, pues nada, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Vale, 25 segundos. Y empezamos. Se le va. Vale. Ahí, ¿dónde está el agua? Venga, va.
Peggy 16.
Ya no está Silksong. Ya está. Peggy 16 ya no es Silksong.
Hello, and welcome to Indie World. I'm Amber.
I'm Paul. We're back to show you some indie games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Let's dive right in.
Ah, mira, los creadores de Messenger, qué bueno. Vale. Vale, empezamos con un juego que no tiene mala pinta.
Fans of classic RPGs with modernized elements will want to check out Sea of Stars. It tells the story of two children of the solstice, a lunar monk and a solar blade dancer. They must combine the powers of the sun and the moon to perform eclipse magic, the only thing that can fend off monsters created by an evil alchemist known as the Fleshmancer.
Fluid and engaging turn-based combat. Stunning dynamic lighting. A world where you can traverse freely and explore every nook and cranny. And that's just scratching the surface. Not to mention the incredibly moving story with plenty of twists and turns. It's also set in the same universe as The Messenger and serves as a prequel. But don't worry, you don't need to have played The Messenger to fully enjoy this.
Hombre, naturalmente, no será necesario.
Get this.
Si es diferente,
Some of the music
no me
was
jodas.
composed by none other than the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda.
La madre lo
He
parió.
composed music for Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Sea of Stars launches on Nintendo Switch winter 2022.
Se nos va el quinto coño, literal. Este es bonito, pero no me llama. Este es bonito, pero no me llama nada. ¡Ay, que se cae la roca! Oliso. Oliso. Bueno, ya empezamos con las charlas. Me voy a cagar en todo lo cagable. Alisa. Pues voy a Olisa.
与绿夏的冒险旅程可以让我们重新体验到人生当中会面临到许多痛苦的选择，这也是我们创作阿绿夏的初衷。
希望你可以开始寻找你的伙伴，因为阿丽舍接下来
Me la suda. Me la suda. Literal, me la suda. Me la suda, me la
我
suda.
们社区上见吧，拜。
Venga, hasta luego. Tira a tu casa.
There's plenty to admire in this puzzle adventure game. For twin sisters Aisha and Lisha, cooperation is key in safely navigating this deserted temple. The game makes creative use of the various input options available on Nintendo Switch. Each sister is controlled differently, and you can control both via solo or local co-op play. With Aisha, you'll use motion controls with Joy-Con controllers in TV mode. And with Lisha, you'll use touch controls to guide the helper robot Ambu in handheld mode.
However you choose to play, you'll need the sisters to work together by exchanging clues and operating devices that can help you go deeper inside the temple. But be careful, it's filled with all sorts of menacing monsters and treacherous traps, some of which can trigger different endings. The heartfelt, overlapping music when playing with a friend, coupled with the emotional story, will complement your journey to uncover the secrets residing within.
No me gusta.
The Oblivion of Twin Goddesses
No,
launches as a
no me
console
gusta, no me
exclusive
atrae.
on Nintendo Switch
No me
in
tira.
spring 2022.
Hi, I'm Adam. And I'm Joe. We're two brothers who started our own indie studio in order to make a classic point-and-click adventure game. Today, we're excited to announce our debut title, Locomotive.
Set aboard a 1930s express train, you find yourself caught in the middle of a deadly mystery, full of twists, turns, and larger-than-life characters.
Una aventura point and click,
Puzzles
¿has
and
dicho?
clear your name once and for all.
We both grew up playing point-and-click adventure games, and it's been a long-term ambition for us to put our own spin on it.
We can't wait for you to play Locomotive when it comes to the Nintendo Switch system.
Welcome aboard the Royce Express, where my guests indulge in luxury travel, fine dining, and murder. Well then, who's at hand to catch my killer? There's my trusty lawyer, a would-be detective, and Her Majesty's Secret Service. There's just one problem. They're the suspects. With puzzles to solve, palms to grease, and clues to uncover, they'd better prove their innocence fast, or it's the end of the line in an adventure that's not just nuts.
Hostia.
It's Locomotive!
No está mal, este mola.
Ooh, I do love
Este mola, este la verdad me atrae.
Then you'll
Este no está mal.
Locomotive, a
Este mola.
single-player point-and-click comedy adventure. Climb aboard the Royce Express and investigate the suspicious death of Lady Unterwald.
You'll play as a straight-laced lawyer, an amateur detective, and an undercover agent at different points in the story. Along the way, you'll meet a fully voiced cast of quirky characters and solve head-scratching puzzles to prove your innocence. Figure out who'd done it and what locomotive inspired them to murder in the first place. Locomotive steamrolls onto Nintendo Switch Summer 2022.
¿Qué van a ser todos para 2022 o qué? No me jodas.
Mama, wake up. It's almost 1 p.m., you sleepyhead.
¿Esto será alguna aventura gráfica? Imagino.
Your friends are waiting for you. Come on.
Claro, el apartado artístico es muy bonito. Me llama mucho, la verdad.
I miss you too, Mama. But you need to live your life.
Está mal. No me llama, de momento la verdad es que no me llama. No tiene mala pinta este.
On behalf of the Pixelnesia team from Indonesia, I'm proud to announce our upcoming game, Afterlove EP. Afterlove EP is a modern-day story of music, loss, acceptance, loving others as well as yourself. While the game is heavily inspired by the aesthetic and storytelling format of the Japanese manga, the game itself is set in Jakarta. We want players to experience this vibrant place we call home, which is also considered as the melting pot of the multicultural people of Indonesia. We cannot wait to let you experience our unique narrative adventure and explore our interpretation of Jakarta.
From the creative director of What Comes After and Coffee Talk comes a stirring narrative about love, loss, and lyricism. Set in Jakarta, Indonesia, Afterlove EP focuses on young musician Rama, who struggles to compose music after his girlfriend Cinta passes away. By communicating with Cinta's voice inside his head, Rama will learn how to cope with grief, forge new relationships, and even potentially love again.
A mixtape of visual novel, rhythm game, and narrative adventure, Afterlove EP challenges you to complete an EP of music to fulfill a promise made to Cinta. There are multiple endings based on the choices you make, as well as an original soundtrack from Indonesian band Alfalfa, and striking art direction from Soyatu.
Start anew in
Otro para
Afterlove
2022.
EP
Venga.
on Nintendo Switch.
Vamos,
Summer
dos para
2022.
2022 ya. Joder. Cago en la puta. ¿Qué coño es esto, tío?
hungry.
Ay,
I could
no
go
me
for a
jodas.
snack. Or for some dungeon munchies.
Then this 2D side-scrolling action platformer should definitely satisfy your craving. You are dead. Well, you were dead, and now you've been revived in a mysterious underground facility. But forget hanging around here. You've got to get out.
With the help of the undead Necrochef Simmer, you'll hunt down monsters, then cook and eat them. There are around 100 dishes that provide various abilities. One dish, for example, might give you the power to serve up new combos.
So you are what you eat.
Literally, this game is a great place to get locally sourced and farm-fresh monsters. So mix and match to get the right meal for your playstyle. And let's not forget the eclectic cast of characters, hilarious side-splitting story, and charming 2D pixel art. Better bring a voracious appetite when Dungeon Munchies devours its way onto Nintendo
Al fin, uno para hoy,
Switch later
coño.
today.
Joder. Pues para 2022.
Hej med jer. Jeg hedder Niels. Jeg er spilinstruktør og lyddesigner hos Bedtime Games. Jeg har lavet spilmusik i over 10 år. Vores kommende spil, Figment 2, er fyldt med masser af musical boss fights og andre lydlæggerier. For at få de mest punchy lyde, har jeg været ude med mit træsvær og smadret på havegriller og kaffekander. Musikken i Figment indordner sig efter dig. Vi har brugt rigtig meget energi på at få lyd, musik og gameplay til at spille sammen. Og vi glæder os rigtig meget til at vise jer spillet. I'm coming back to the surface.
Para mi gusto lo de siempre, las puñeteras. Uf, qué pesadez. Este seguro para 2022, ya verás.
Yep, this isn't a
Ya verás, venga,
figment
2022.
of your imagination.
Oh, very funny.
Me voy a
In
reír.
this musical puzzle adventure game, you'll make your way through a rhythmic world set in the human mind. Unfortunately, nightmares are spreading chaos everywhere. It's up to you to put an end to their fearsome schemes. Play solo or locally with a friend as you wield your trusty sword in engaging combat. Manipulate environments to solve compelling puzzles, and have symphonic showdowns against some musically menacing bosses.
That sounds like trouble. Or trouble.
Ugh. Figment 2, Creed Valley.
Si es que lo sabía.
Symphony on Nintendo Switch,
Si es que lo sabía.
2022.
2022.
A free demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Deep sea diving? Check. Investing? Check. Drawing? Check. Surviving on the moon? Check that too. A slew of board games from developer Oink Games are coming to Nintendo Switch.
Go on thrilling and risky treasure hunts in deep sea adventure. Become the biggest investor in startups. Catch the sketchy rogue and don't get caught in A Fake Artist Goes to New York. And recover supplies with your fellow astronauts to survive in Moon Adventure. The games are designed to be easy to understand. They also capture and recreate the feel of their original tabletop versions.
You can play all the games, locally and online, so you can play with friends near and far.
¡Ven,
Get
qué
together
divertido!
on one system, or create a room with friends.
Qué pereza, tío.
More games will also
Coñazo.
be added in the future.
Un coñazo, tío.
Let's Play
De
Board
verdad.
Games, launching as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch later today.
Muy bien.
Hi, I'm Javier, CEO and programmer at HeroBeat Studios.
Hostia, de España.
Hi, I'm Iris. I'm working as an environment artist for our upcoming title, Endling Extinction is Forever.
We wanted to create a game that raises awareness about how the world may be in the near future if we don't change our consumption habits.
The environment is mainly presented during night, since we want to emphasize a fox's natural behavior and contrast a calm but deteriorating world and human threats during the day.
We hope that Endling may encourage everyone to reflect, but also that players around the world can enjoy its story, gameplay, and cuteness.
A ver, ¿qué tienes?
the last mother fox in Endling, Extinction is Forever, you'll need to keep your 3 cubs alive and lead them to safety in a world ravaged by humanity.
In this game blending stealth, survival, and adventure, you'll make your way through devastated environments to reach the one place on Earth where humans can't hurt you. Along the way, you'll hunt other animals to feed your cubs, as well as teach them new skills to make them less vulnerable to predators. I really hope they make it.
I do too. But in the end, how many of your cubs survive the perilous journey is up to you.
Endling, Extinction is Forever. Launches on Nintendo Switch, Spring 2022.
No está mal.
Here's more info about the skateboarding action platformer Ollie Ollie World from our friends at
¿En serio?
and Private Division.
Far across the Ollie Ollie world is Radlandia, a nation forged by the skate gods. Join your crew and travel across our beautiful land. Wall ride among the trees.
No me tiro. Creo que este sacaron una entrega, no me llegó a convencer demasiado. Pero bueno, ahí está. Ahí lo tenéis.
There you'll compete with champions, challenging each other's skills to win rewards, and create new routes to share with your friends. So come shred by the sea, chase a bee, meet a tree, get on down to Radlandia and achieve Nirvana.
No, la verdad es que no. No me llama.
Bonus items.
Y lo más seguro para 2022, seguro. Vamos. Es que lo advierto, tío. No me jodas. Para 2022.
Hi, I'm Banner Rudis, director of River City Girls 2.
And I'm Colleen Fannin, producer of River City Girls 2.
I've been a River City fan since the days of the Nintendo Entertainment System, and in fact, this is the 3rd River City game I've worked on. So I'm thrilled to bring you an all-new adventure starring Misako, Kyoko, Kunio, and Ricky.
We were blown away by the response to the first River City Girls. So, for the sequel, we're including everything players loved about the original, plus a whole lot more, including online co-op.
We're working really hard to get this game into your hands as soon as possible. In the meantime, please enjoy our debut trailer for River City Girls 2.
Bien, perfecto. Este mola. ¿Esa musiquilla? Mola, no está mal. Este mola.
More baddies to take down? Let's go!
Right there with you. Way Forward is back with the sequel to the acclaimed beat-em-up, River City Girls. There's trouble brewing once again in River City, with higher stakes, meaner streets, and even more over-the-top humor. Take control of one of 6 characters, including returning powerhouses Kyoko and Misako. Each character has their own fighting style and upgradable movesets, which you'll need as you set off on a new quest, picking up where the first game left off.
And when we say new, we mean it. New moves, enemies, areas, items, and a new soundtrack by the first game's composer, Megan McDuffie. Not to mention branching paths.
Lo alargan mucho, tío.
Familiar
Alargan demasiado.
flying solo or team up with a friend, locally or
Para mi gusto se alarga mucho.
What do you say, Paul? Ready to give some
La verdad. Y con estos dos de fondo, que son unos pesados, pues no me jodas. Verano, vale. Pues muy bien.
We've got several more innovative indie games coming to Nintendo Switch. From painting the world to a management sim with dinosaurs. Enjoy!
Uf, qué rollo, tío. Rollazo de evento. Y no dirán nada de Silksong los muy hijos de puta, tío. Joder. Lo alargan mucho. Para mi gusto, lo alargan demasiado cuando tendrían que ir a lo importante. Adiós. Uy, ¿esto? Grind. Interesante. Curioso. ¡Mira mi huevo! Pues muy bien.
That's all for today's Indie World. Or not. We've got one more game.
Cuidado.
Check it out.
Cuidado con lo que vais a sacar. Me cago en vuestra puta madre. Que mejor dicho, coño. Joder. ¿Qué es esto, tío?
The critically acclaimed RPG Omori is making its way onto Nintendo Switch.
Travel back and forth between two strange and vibrant worlds, each one brimming with colorful friends and foes to uncover a forgotten past. You'll experience an unconventional story and turn-based battle system, supplemented by warm illustrations by renowned artist Omocat, who also produced, wrote, directed, and coded much of the game. Omori does lean into some heavy topics, so be prepared. It's quite the journey.
Omori launches on Nintendo Switch spring 2022.
And that's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the lineup of games in today's showcase.
As always, we'd like to thank everyone in the indie community working on games for Nintendo Switch. And thank you for watching.
Until next time, happy gaming!
¿Qué digo yo con esto? O sea, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué ha sido esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto, tío? ¿Qué habéis sacado? ¿En serio, tío? O sea, 20 minutos para esto. Madre mía. Le voy a dar un 5, le voy a dar un 5 al evento. No, a ver, no ha sido un mal evento como tal, pero sí que la verdad que han faltado títulos, han faltado más títulos. Sí que la verdad que hay algunos que dices, tío, no me han llegado a gustar, hay que decirlo. Luego también la ausencia de Silksong, pues oye, es algo que sigue estando ahí, no sé por qué Team Cherry pues no hace acto de presencia. La verdad, esto ya es un poco raro, pero bueno. Y no hay mucho más, la verdad es que el evento, pues oye, es lo que es lo que por lo visto, es lo que tenían y ya está. No hay mucho más. Tampoco es un evento que me haya terminado de gustar, la verdad. Pero bueno, yo le voy a dar un 5. No está mal, es un evento así normalito, algo así normalito. Un aprobado justo y ya está. No vale más, la verdad. Me ha dejado bastante frío. Así que lo vamos a dejar aquí. No tengo mucho más que decir sobre el tema. Es que realmente, la verdad, tampoco esperaba ahí gran cosa. La verdad, esperaba por lo menos que Silksong sí que hiciera aparición en el evento. Pero no hay mucho más. Son ahora mismo las 6:26 de la tarde, así que lo vamos a dejar aquí. Yo, en lo personal, no estoy tampoco decepcionado, pero tampoco estoy sorprendido. Tampoco estoy contento con lo que han enseñado, hay que decirlo. Entonces, lo mismo, unas expectativas bajas y demás. Sí que la verdad que tenía un poco eso, de decir, hostia, pues Silksong va a estar en el evento, pero finalmente, pues no. Ha pasado y ya está, no pasa nada. No tengo mucho más que decir, gente. Nos vemos a la siguiente.